It's your brother, the indescribable 1981, back at y'all again. Just up here eating me a plate of food. That's it. Mm-hmm. I had to make this video, man, because you know the times we living in right about now. You hear so many opinions and so many conversations, so many people trying to give advice and counsel and instructions on how to do this and how to do that, and a lot of them ain't even got shit in their life right. I mean, you got people in this world, they done everything right in life except learn how to talk to people or ask good questions. You got people, they done did everything in this life right except stay married longer than 10, 20 years. You got people in this world, they done everything right in this life except their whole life they always put unnatural products in their hair and they ain't got no hair no more. They go their whole life, everything going so gravy in their life, children grown, everything went good, only to find out that they went through a whole life where they never had a connection to God, even though God always been there. And all of a sudden on their deathbed, they get a connection to God, the Creator. This world here and every universe, which is every person is every universe, walking on this planet, you can have a story, a podcast, a timeline, a vision. You can have anything you want on this planet. If you haven't been through the experience, it's hard to explain to someone who haven't had that experience. You got a lot of people right now in this day and time. They have a lot to say, but let them take away this internet, take away cell phones. Let all of this stuff disappear tomorrow. Bank accounts, cell phones, iClouds, people accomplishments, everything. Watch how they respond. See, their life was based on these attachments and possessions. When you yourself was way more than you, life itself. You're not just involved and participating in life, you life itself. That's why when you have people come around and they say, man, he was the life of the party, she was the life of the party, those are usually the people that get a lot of jealousy and envy. It's not their fault that they the life of the party. Wherever they roam, wherever they go, they always bring joy, happiness, uplifting vibrations. Even if they look sad, you still feel good vibrations coming from them. It's hard to find people like this on that earth that can resonate and vibrate like that. Everything here in this world so corrupt. It's hard for it to vibrate in a good way for a long time because everything else around it ain't right. You know, me making these videos, explaining these things to y'all is to help y'all draw closer to the Creator, to truth, and to spirit. Because everybody talk bullshit, and I listen to them talk. It always got something to do with their ego, or competition, or them being first, or them shining harder than others, or them looking down on the haters because the haters hated on them, or crabs in the barrel mentality. Like all that got to do with physical people, places, and things that made you feel some type of way, and you want to take your vengeance out and get back at them through payback and karma by way of showing off your accomplishment to make them so-called jealous or feel shame, to not hate on the next person, to living in their ego and picking on people and laughing at people. That ain't the way it's supposed to be. This shit here crooked and backwards. My baby mother told me she sold drugs back in the day. My baby mother sold drugs. didn't believe in laying on her back and selling her body for money. She sold drugs. She worked under the table. But my baby mother always told me, never buy friends. Baby daddy never buy friends. I assume she probably been through the experience of buying friends before, and she see it ain't work. Sometimes people give you advice or things that they still doing. And then, my baby mom always told me, Jermaine, back in the day when we sold drugs for money so we could pay our bills. Nowadays, these fools out here, young men and crazy women out here, mostly the men, they out here selling drugs for the purpose of looking good and getting money and showing off and competing with other men instead of taking care of bills or building things in the communities that's important. So she said back in the day it was about paying bills, selling drugs and narcotics. Nowadays it's about like for show and who the best and all this money I got, but they ain't taking care of their own babies and stuff. That's a lot to look at in this world that'll make you hate this world, hate humans, hate animals, hate people, hate unnatural shit. But I must say, I give thanks for all of this bullshit and fuck shit that's here on this planet right now because it helped me to see what's real and what ain't. All this fuck shit on the planet also helps me to realize that if you allow things to get to you and aggravate you and get on your motherfucking nerve, they gonna do so. But if all these things here causes you to get closer back to your creator, spending more time in private, pulling away from crowds, focusing on yourself because you a world inside yourself that you gotta deal with. And when you deal with that world inside yourself and get it back right, then when you go to step outside, everything start to play out like it's everywhere you go is good stuff happening. Everywhere you go, people happy, people living life, people in love. Why? Because you found that joy within yourself and that happiness away from people that now when it's time to come around people from being in privacy with God, you charged up with energy, you charged up with life, you healing people as you smile and touch them or hug them. If you involved with lovers, you healing them, you bringing hearts back together. You got animals and babies and children on earth that don't like wicked shit. Now when you come around, they feel your presence like it's a presence of freedom and total well-being and security on earth, and they gotta be around you. Now you drawing life unto yourself because you got it inside you. This what they not teaching you. They pulled you away from yourself, talking about God this, God that, this, that. When they say it's in your heart, blew the breath of life inside man. The kingdom of the heavens is inside man, as well as piercing through everything, through all matter, right here in our midst. We just need faith to see that it's already here. This physical world is a veil. You give thanks to the creator. Don't look for how things gonna look physically, because when the creator allows things to play out, you as to be able to see the things working behind the veil that you never even imagined would happen. Some people think the only way to get money in this world or to survive is to have a job or gamble or go rob and steal and kill. But all them ways that I named, them just a few. It's 20 more ways in this world that you can get income without having to do any of those things. But the main way is believing and trusting in the unseen. Things that you never imagined, never could pray for. Things you don't even know how they gonna look, but you know when you got faith and trust that whatever gonna manifest gonna be for the greatest good, no matter how it look. Non-judgmental. It's for the greatest good. Things manifest from the unseen, unpredictable, unimaginable. Things you never would imagine would have happened. That's why nowadays it's good to live life and have love in your heart, because everybody that have love in their heart, somehow, somewhere in this world, it's gonna be things show up on this earth and this planet that's gonna start manifesting for y'all behalf, because y'all living right. The wicked gonna still get what they got coming to them because everybody drawn to them whatever they spitting out with their radiation. You radiating bad vibes. You gonna always have shit happen to you everywhere you go. Always getting stopped by police, get caught by red lights, and You in tune with the creator, in tune with nature, man. Animals come to you. It look like all the stoplights is green. You look like the police and everybody in the authorities. Instead of them fucking with you, they waving at you and letting you go across the road. You making sure you all right. To the point where you start going places and look like everybody blowing their horn like you're famous and stuff. Like when God actually works through you throughout your day, and you give thanks early morning, like I give thanks every morning. I'm thankful to Elohim, the Creator, Mama Most High, Holy Spirit, for everything, life, breath, and vitality, and for presence and absence at the same time. Where we in the world as a presence, but not of it as the absence. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this. The more and more you go through fuck shit in this world, the more and more it pushes you away from the physical, back into the spiritual and the unseen. That way, when you see all the physical, you realize it's here playing itself out. But beyond it all and behind it all and piercing through it all is the unseen spiritual that bring it all together. So, I just thought to make this video to let y'all know, man, these videos are for the purpose of me releasing things and expressing divinity as I feel free through my vessel to do so, because everybody playing their part on this YouTube, on these social media, who are awakening themselves, and they're sharing their awakening in their stories and testimonies. And a lot of us are coming into ourselves to know who we truly are just from looking at another YouTube video of somebody who have been through something that maybe we've been going through, and they're like the lighthouse at crossroads that give us that guidance so we know where to go from there. We all play this role because we all come from source and the most high creator that provides unpredictable, unimaginable ways of divine intervention that you could never believe, which is why people must continue to trust in the unseen despite their situations. Because when your situations overpower your way of perceiving and looking at things for what they are, this is how it's looking, this is how it is. But based on universal law, this too shall pass. Something is manifesting out of this balance. We forget these things, and we go to talking about what we did and how many people we helped and people not like me, and it ain't about that. It's not about that. When I think about the scripture in the Bible that says, your creator in heaven knows what you want before asking, that lets me know we have somebody that fill in the blank and fulfill us, the unseen creator, before we even speak about or cry about something that we need, whether it's for our body, our emotions, affection, food. So to have a creator like that, and we exist here with the creator, where everything is known intimately at what moment, what space, what time, if this child needs, or this supreme spiritual being over here needs help, or this spiritual angelic being need help. Everything is so intact and so intimate anywhere over this whole entire planet. If you got a heart and a soul, you can feel when something going on in another country. You can feel when, I don't know, maybe people in another country are getting killed or murdered and slaughtered. You can feel pain out of nowhere connected to all of these events and stuff on this earth. You get to that level where you can feel what earth is doing, feel what she's going through. You can feel the atmosphere, the ethers, what's going on, picking up on the frequencies, stepping outside. Now you in tune like a living soul, sentient, nervous system, actually feeling the spiritual realm, the unseen. Can't explain it, can't speak about it, but it's being allowed to be felt. And as it's being allowed, it's being observed. Just from you loving yourself, your whole day can go so good. From looking in the mirror, telling yourself you love yourself. Now, you looking in the mirror, telling yourself you love yourself before you step out your house. You may not know the details of what's going to happen for that day, but the fact that you told yourself you love yourself, that mustard seed of faith and love, you told yourself you love yourself no matter what. That's a prayer in itself. Where that love that you told yourself and expressed to yourself in the mirror will manifest nothing but a whole day where everything goes good for everybody and you get to see it. Win-win situation. Things manifest, people finishing each other's sentences, divine intervention happening at the right moment, traffic stoplights changing at the right moment, old lady about to miss the bus and the old lady come out there at the right time, the bus spotter, you know what I mean? Like the whole day goes graceful because you express love that integrates and harmonizes everything within your body and your mind and your spirit and your blood cells when you tell yourself in that mirror that you love yourself. And then you go out there and let that love that you got in yourself radiate. Just walking and going, taking care of your business. And watch how your day go. Watch how things start to happen. Living like a little child, walking in a big old mall, not knowing what journey or things the child gonna see, but the child just looking in mysterious and anticipated in amazement, loving themselves, going about their day. I ain't thinking of nothing in detail, just observing and moving and living. No worries. Child stomach go to growl and here comes something come up out the blue. Somebody bring food. Child ain't even have to ask. Like love is an integrated dimension where everything is intimate and felt and known near and far. It's a beautiful thing, y'all. So I just thought to make this video to let y'all know, man. If you never see these videos ever again, YouTube shut down the internet. Y'all have to learn in y'all heart and mind spaces to not be attached to these physical things because they temporary and they'll fuck with you and make you think you done everything. It's all about the physical. Look what I got. What I it's not what you got. You can't see what's coming in and out of this nose, but you know you're breathing and you know something unseen, invisible breath going in and out your nose. But the fact that you still breathing and you can't see this force should let you know the unseen is here to support life, and it's also the source of life because it's unseen. It's like it's nothing there, but from nothing being there, something happens around nothing. And when something and nothing happens together, you got a moment of balance. You got a moment of balance. Look at your eyeballs. Your eyeballs have a dark part and a white part, all in the same eyeball. We give it names. The white part of the eye, the iris, and then we got the part out of the pupil. But the white part and the black part, balance. The eyeball contains duality, black and white. You see? And look how we function in this dimension. We were wonderfully made, beautiful. So I love y'all. Y'all be easy. I do videos to the best of my ability whenever I can. Because I know that in this day and this time in this world, there are people who have everything they need and want, and they still lacking in some type of way. You got people that have YouTube channels, TikTok channels. Mm, got me up here looking the bowl. And all type of social media platforms where I must say some of our brothers and sisters, all ages and races, young and old, are actually making pretty good income on YouTube. You know, what they do with it is up to them. How they live their life with it is up to them, long as they helping people and spreading love and getting the earth back right. Because as long as we sit up here and we complain about life or feel like giving up, which we all have felt this, and we done came far, sometimes it's good to let those thoughts pass because when you really get to sitting down thinking about it, like, man, the world's so fucked up. I don't like people no more. I don't this, I don't that. You'll start to say things like this, and then it's almost like you going kind of corrupt or you getting cold hearted like the rest of the world is. But it's like, okay, if the rest of the world cold hearted, and you see this and experience this every day, what is it in you that keep you going in this world? If you realize the world cold hearted, it should be the fact that if you the only person on earth that's living right the way God wants you to live and everybody else living wrong, then I guess you just gonna have to stand alone and live right. Despite whatever the fuck everybody else doing. This is just about loyalty and integrity to yourself and being a loving person no matter what universe or planet you land on or what solar system that God or goddess is bringing to this existence, physical and spiritual. You know you are love in any form, person, place, or thing. You know you are the presence of love and it's the absence of ego. You know that. And when you can establish that, what you truly are, the presence of love, where life manifests out of whatever, and they give it a story and label it and Adam and Eve and this and that about love and life manifested out of, dark matter, out of whatever, and it's just what it integrated to be physically, then that's just what it is. We put names and labels on creation in life that's continuing to unfold and create new things. The universe continues to expand in new ways. Every passing breath, every passing moment. And here we is. We think we know it all, and we think that because we know it all, we've been there, done that. Life ain't got no more to offer. Then we block out, limit ourselves. We'll put here to live forever, to be immortal, never dying, everlasting, never land, the never ending story, never ending journey. What's death? Death is just transformation and change. Death ain't the end of it all. Shit, life and death do exist together. Darkness and light exist together. If they don't exist together, they in the same space dancing around each other in perfect harmony. Because water and oil don't mix, but when you put it in the glass, you see the oil and the water moving around each other. So even though they don't mix, they still have an harmonious dance in some type of way. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. And I'm going to name this video Ying and Yang. Love y'all.